Hello everyone, my name is Abhishek Surana. I secured rank 10 in Civil Services Examination 2017. My optional was physics, and today via Daily Knowledge Track I am going to share my strategy for physics with all of you. First of all, I must thank Mr. Dr. D.P. Vajpayee of DIAS Institute, because he has been a mentor and guide for me for my preparation for physics in last 4 years. Physics, as you all know, each optional has 2 papers. For physics, there are 4 topics in each paper. For the paper 1 of physics, it consists of classical physics, which includes topic like mechanics, electricity, optics and thermodynamics. And for the paper 2, it consists of quantum mechanics, atomics and molecular physics, nuclear physics and solid state physics. So let's talk about paper 1. Paper 1, for each topic I am going to tell you a book that I refer to. Then I am going to tell you about how to write answers in the exam, how to give the test, how to make best use of notes and other resources. So let's talk about book. I stuck to just one book for each topic because I wanted to not spread my preparation. So for mechanics, I stuck with a book called J.C. Upadhyay. For electricity, I stuck with Griffith. I also refer to certain section of Satya Prakash. For the paper, for the topic number 3, which is optics, I refer to book by Ajoy Ghatak. For the topic of thermodynamics, I stuck to Garg Bansal and Ghosh. Now coming to paper 2, for the quantum mechanics, I refer to S.C. Verma. For the solid state physics, I refer to Puri and Babbar. For the nuclear physics, I refer to S.V. Patel. And for the atomic physics, I refer to Raj Kumar. So these were the books that I referred to. Now coming to the note making part. Now it is very important to consolidate the topics from various books as well as notes from the DIAS or Vajpayee sir classes in one place. So once you attend the classes, you should make it a habit to write the notes in the classes on one side of a A4 sheet paper, so that once you go back, you can write the extra content from the books on the back side of the paper. So that is number 1. Second is, you should also make it a habit to have revision notes. Revision notes makes it very easy for you to revise the entire syllabus one day before the examination. So that is number 2. Now coming to the other resources that I refer to. There is a website called Hyperphysics, which you must check out, because in physics it is important that when you are writing answers in the examination, you should have diagrams for almost every answer. And Hyperphysics is one place which explains a lot of difficult topic in lucid way. At the same time, it has a lot of diagrams which are easy to draw. So you should refer to this website. Second is, I also refer to Rishabh Gupta sir notes. He was 2013 topper of physics. I also refer to his notes, and at the same time I also refer to Abhijit Agarwal sir notes. He topped the exam in 2009. These 2 notes you can find online on their blog if you just do a Google search. You can use these notes and incorporate them in your own notes. Thirdly, I also refer to Vishu Mahajan's notes. He topped the exam in 2015. These notes are available online. They have shared it publicly. You can refer to these notes and have your preparation around these. Thirdly, I would like to say that you have to do an answer writing practice in physics, because it is not a test of your scientific and analytical ability. Instead of that, what they are trying to test is how much you know about the topic that is given in the syllabus. So you should do the answer writing practice. You should have as many derivation, as many numerical on your tips as possible. So for doing that, the tutorial sheet of DIAS are very useful. You can also refer to the previous year question papers. You can solve this question paper in a UPSC format notebook and see that the spacing, the presentation and everything is done in the right way. Once you do that, you should join a test series. Mostly the test series is done at DIAS and the DIAS Institute. You should join the test series and you should give all the tests on time. You should sit through the discussion, and once you do that, your physics preparation would be a level where you will be feeling certain level of confidence. I would like to say one thing here is that once you attain a certain level of preparation in physics, it is easy to get 260, 270 marks. But to go beyond that, you have to put an extra effort, and where, as I mentioned, the other resources like hyperphysics, like the notes of Abhijit sir or Rishabh sir or Vishu sir, these become very beneficial for you. So try to optimize your preparation. Firstly, try to attend the classes, then the books, then the notes from other places, then the test series. Once you do all of that, you will be very confident of how to prepare for physics. Now coming to the examination part, a lot of candidates feel, a lot of aspirants feel that all of them are writing the same thing, but still some of them are getting 320 marks and some of them are getting 260 marks. Why is there this certain gap? I feel that this gap is there because how you present your answer. Now it is easy to write a correct answer in physics, because if they are asking a certain numerical, you can just solve the numerical and get the correct answer, but you will be getting only 4 out of 10 marks and not 6 out of 10 or 7 out of 10. The reason is that the examiner is also expecting that you will write a certain background about that numerical. For example, if there is a numerical about Heisenberg uncertainty principle, then the first thing is you should write what Heisenberg uncertainty principle is, then you solve the numerical, then you get the answer, and then you write in the conclusion also that this small value of say momentum or small value of the position of the particle makes it difficult for us to see it in the real life, like a real life application of that answer. And at the same time, you should also draw a diagram on the side in a box that this is the Heisenberg uncertainty principle and this is how you illustrate it, like a small illustration. If you do that, then for the same answer you will be getting 7 marks instead of the 4 marks. So for each question you should try to do that. You should try to have an introduction, like a small definition or a small or the principle that is being used in that question, and in the conclusion you can write a real life application, or you can write the significance of the answers that you are getting or the significance of the derivation that you have done, and you should try and make it a habit to draw a diagram. If you can draw a diagram with a pen, it is even more better because it shows that you have a command over the topic. So this is how you have to do answer writing, and this is where the difference is created between 260 to 320. It is just a matter of how you present your answer. If you do that well, then the success will be yours. Again, I would like to say that a lot of candidates think that physics is a very difficult optional. They try to go for humanities optional. I would say that it is, yes, it is a difficult optional, but it is also a very rewarding optional. Once you prepare it well for 6 or 7 months, rest assured you can easily get 300 marks. It is not so in many other optional. So don't be afraid of the syllabus, don't be afraid that physics is a very difficult subject. If you are coming from an engineering or science background, it is a very fantastic optional. If you have a certain aptitude and interest in physics, you should definitely go for it, and you should prepare hard for 7 or 8 months, and then you will be easily getting 300 marks. Many of you who are experienced, you know that how important it is for you to select a right optional. If you are getting more than 300 in your optional, half of your work is already done. Then you need not worry so much about your GS papers. So I feel that don't shy away from physics. If you are a newcomer, then try to read at least one unit of paper 1. See that if you are getting a hack of it, and if you are, then try to stick with this optional. It is a very rewarding optional in my opinion. That's all I would like to say. Work very hard, work with determination, do smart work, not just hard work, and success will be yours. If you have any questions to ask, please write in the comment section below, and for similar videos please subscribe to the channel by clicking the subscribe button. Thank you very much.